Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discussing about IR spectroscopy, and in IR spectroscopy we have discussed some of the introduction. What do you mean by the IR spectroscopy? What is the principle of the IR spectroscopy? How how that what we can call it as a principle of IR spectroscopy depends upon. So all these things we have discussed in our previous lectures. Let me remind you the simplest definition of spectroscopy: the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter is known as a spectroscopy. And here the IR radiation strike to the molecule absorb part of it and reflects some of it, and when it absorbs, that molecule, organic molecule, generally goes into the higher energy level, means in the excitation state it goes, and when that depends upon the wavelength, means as we know that every molecule is not the stationary, it is an elastic, and therefore when it goes into as an excited state, there are types of vibrations generally produced, and that vibrations, fundamental mode of vibrations, depends upon the number of atoms present in the molecule and the geometry of the particular organic molecule, and therefore fundamental modes of vibration, it is a essential condition, it is a requirement for the vibration, and along with that vibration there is a rotational excitation takes place, and therefore we are getting the spectra sharpen as compared to as a UV spectra. And whenever we are discussing about the IR spectroscopy, always remember it is provide the information about the functional group, number of different functional groups present in the organic molecule. Each and every functional group gives the group frequency, that is the vibrational frequency, or what we can call it as a, there are number of types of vibration. Let us discuss. What we are going to discuss today is the types of molecular vibrations. So that is the point of discussion, types of molecular vibrations. Types of molecular vibrations: when molecule absorb the IR radiation, it goes into as a excitation state, vibration, excitation takes place. So what type of the vibrations produced by the molecule, that type of the molecular vibration we are going to study over here. We know that covalent bond, everybody knows that the bond is formed due to the sharing of electron by the two atoms, that is called as a covalent bonds. We know that covalent bond between atoms are not rigid, but elastic just like as a rubber. That rubber has a property, when you keep that rubber stain free, trace free at a normal condition, it remains as it is. If you trace it, it get elongated, and if you remove that stretching, it comes its original position, it becomes as a normal. When you give force, it get contract. So either it is the bond or that elastic get stretched or contracted depending upon what kind of the force applied, external force applied to that elastic. Accordingly, it changing its behavior. A molecule can be said to resemble a system of balls of different masses corresponding to the atom, connected with each other by spring corresponding to chemical bond of varying strength. This imagination helps in explaining interaction between IR radiation and organic molecules. A molecule is constantly vibrating, its bond stretch, contract or bend with respect to each other. The number of different ways in which a molecule can vibrate are known as fundamental mode of vibrations. Remember, the number of different ways in which a molecule can vibrate is known as fundamental mode of vibration, and this number depend upon the total number of atoms present in the molecule and geometry of the molecule. And there are two types of vibration in a molecule. One is stretching vibration and second one is a bending vibration. Types of molecular vibration: first one is called as a stretching vibration. And another one, or A you can call it as B, we can call it as a bending vibration. These are the two fundamental modes of vibrations generally occur or produced by the molecule when IR radiation strike to the organic molecule. Now let us see, first one is a stretching vibration. Let's see over here, stretching vibration. This stretching vibration further divided into two types. Let's see over here. First one is called as a symmetrical stretching. First one is called as a symmetrical stretching, and another one, second one is called as a unsymmetrical stretching. Unsymmetrical stretching. These are the two type of the vibration, fundamental mode of vibrations are occurred here. So let us see here what do you mean by the symmetrical stretching and what do you mean by the unsymmetrical stretching. Let us see, suppose as a saturated compound generally which has, let us see here, one of the molecule, another, these ball indicate as a number of atoms, and here I am showing one of that atom is like this. So here symmetrical means these two bond, and this chemical bond is nothing but is a spring, and these two atoms are stretching symmetrically means vibration. Symmetrical stretching vibration is occur means both the, and when it happens there, these are means stretching vibration, these are characterized by change of internuclear distance. These stretching vibrations are generally characterized by change of internuclear distance, and thus the distance between two atoms increases or decreases, but the atoms remains along the same bond axis, and during stretching the relative distance between the atoms in a bond will either increase or decrease, but relative bond angle will not change. These mode of vibrations are further divided into symmetrical stretching and the unsymmetrical stretching, which is generally shown over here. Suppose let us see, here is a one of the spring. I have drawn here two balls are there. This is at a normal condition, and then when it is stretched it looks like this. This is a stretching position. Yes, stretching, stretching, symmetrical stretching. This one, and then contraction means what? This type of the things are there. This is a contract, contraction, contract. This is a normal contractions. This is a contraction, you can call it as a contraction. This will be the stretching, and if you release the force, the spring acquire its original position. So stretching vibration generally divided into two types. Symmetrical stretching is like this, and the asymmetrical stretching, let me draw over here another. Here is a one of the bond, another bond, one is going this side and one arrow which I am showing. See, if you observe these two structures carefully, both the bonds are stretching in a same direction, but here one bond is a stretching, another one is a contraction, and this type of the thing is called as the unsymmetrical stretching. And during that unsymmetrical stretching, these are characterized by change in internuclear distance. There is no change in the bond angle. That relative bond angles remains as the same even though it is a symmetrical or the unsymmetrical. So this type of the thing are known as symmetrical stretching and the unsymmetrical stretching. Now when you are putting the molecule in the IR spectroscopy, here the stretching vibration are always shows or indicate smaller group frequency as compared to unsymmetrical stretching vibration is occur at a longer stretching frequency, and the molecule like as a acid anhydride produce such a type of symmetrical stretching and the unsymmetrical stretching. So remember, unsymmetrical stretching, the IR frequencies are always greater as compared to symmetrical stretching. That is one of the main point, prominent point you should remember while describing, while remembering symmetrical stretching and the unsymmetrical stretching, that symmetrical and the unsymmetrical stretching are characterized by internuclear distance, means bond axis remains the same but the relative bond angle will not change. So that type of the bond axis may be either increases or decreases, and it produce the symmetrical and the unsymmetrical stretching. So that is there. Now second one is called as a bending vibrations. Now bending vibration, these are characterized by the change of angle. This is characterized by change of angle, bond angle here, remember, and this one is a internuclear distance. Internuclear distance. These are characterized by as a internuclear distance between as a two atom and connected bond, that is called as a chemical bond. These are characterized by the change of angle between two covalent bonds due to change in the position of the atom relative to the original bond axis. And these mode of vibration are divided into four types. Number one is called as a, first one is called as a scissoring. First one is called as a scissoring. Second one is known as rocking. Second one is known as a rocking. Third one is known as a wagging, and the fourth one is known as twisting. These are the four type of the vibrations generally occur here: scissoring, rocking, wagging and twisting. The first two vibration is scissoring and rocking occur in the plane, while the last two, that is wagging and twisting, occur out of the plane. Bending vibration generally requires less energy than stretching vibrations. Let's see here, bending vibrations are generally divided into four types. Here, bending vibration, you can call it here one in the plane and out of the plane. Two bending vibrations are occurred, one in the plane, another one is out of the plane. Now in the plane, what type of the things bending vibrations are occur? With the help of this diagram we are going to see over here. Let's see, that is a scissoring, means one is here bond angles are changing, scissoring type of the thing, scissoring. So they are This is known as a scissoring type of SCISSORING scissoring, and the one which is a rocking. Let's see over here. Rocking means in the same direction. Suppose this is in that direction, rocking. So this is the in the plane they are bending vibrations are generally occur. Here also further divided into two types. One which is shown over here, this one. So here plus and plus we can call it over here. Here is a this one is called as a wagging. Wagging means this type of the wagging in the same direction, wagging. And here is a just like this one. This is a bond which I am showing over here, plus and minus. One is a this one is a twisting, and twisting. One is above one and one may be as a twisting. So that type of the thing are generally occurs over here. Here we have seen these are the types of molecular vibrations. Now the number of fundamental mode of vibration for a molecule can be calculated from the number of atoms present in a molecule. Let's see, it is a very important as far as the exam point of view is concerned. One mark question always appear in the final examination of university. The nature of question present there would be like this. Calculate the fundamental mode of vibration for benzene, for ammonia, for water, for carbon dioxide, for acetylene, or for anything, ethane. So now, while calculating as a fundamental mode of vibration, remember which I am going to give you the formula for calculation of fundamental mode of vibration. Before giving the giving the formula for calculation of fundamental mode of vibration, let me explain the term which are involved in these formulas while calculating as a fundamental mode of vibrations. The molecule containing N means capital N. The molecule containing N, which is a capital, the molecule containing N, number of atoms will have 3n degree of freedom. 3n degree of freedom. 3n degree of freedom. The molecule containing n number of atoms will have 3n degree of freedom depending upon the geometry of the molecule. Depending upon the geometry of the molecule. Depending upon the geometry of the molecule. Depending upon the geometry of the molecule, the fundamental modes of vibration are calculated as follows. Depending upon the geometry of the molecule, the fundamental mode of vibration are calculated as follows. remember here first one for linear molecule, for linear molecule, for linear molecule, and for linear molecule fundamental mode of vibration will be the formula for is the 3n minus 5. This is the formula for the calculation of fundamental mode of vibration. And as I already told you, 3n indicate as a degree of freedom of atom, and n indicate as a number of atom. This is called as a number of atom involved in the molecule and possible fundamental mode of vibration. This is a possible fundamental mode of vibration. Possible fundamental mode of vibration if the geometry is a linear molecule. And second one for non-linear molecule. For non-linear molecule, fundamental mode of vibration will be calculated 3n minus 6. Possible fundamental mode of vibrations are there, and as we know that where n containing n atom, there are 3n minus 6 possible fundamental mode of vibrations. So by using these two formulas, we can calculate the fundamental mode of vibration of each of the molecule. Now let us see how the questions are appear here. Question like this: calculate the fundamental mode of vibration for water H2O water molecule, or they will give you water molecule either give you the formula, or they can simply return that water in a word H2O. Now first of all, how do you calculate? While answering, you can write down fundamental mode of vibration. Fundamental mode of vibration for H2O molecule. We know that H2O is non-linear molecule, and therefore fundamental mode of vibration can be calculated 3n minus 6. Remember here 3n minus 6, and we know that there are 3 atoms, so you can write 3 into 3 minus 6, so 9 minus 6, the answer would be 3. So 3 fundamental of modes are mode of vibrations are possible for water molecules. So in this way we can calculate the fundamental mode of vibration of any molecule by using this type of the formulas. Understood this one? So let us see another molecule, calculate the fundamental mode of vibration for another molecule. I think maybe as a ammonia molecule or some. Let us see that also over here. Let me give some. Let me clean the board first, then we will see how we can calculate the fundamental mode of vibration over here by using this formula. Let's see over here. Question once again, calculate calculate the fundamental mode of vibration for ammonia molecule. Calculate the fundamental mode of vibration for ammonia molecule. First of all, you must know the geometry of the ammonia solution, or while answering it, ammonia is a non-linear molecule. Ammonia which is NH3 is a non-linear molecule, and therefore we can use the formula for fundamental mode of vibration will be 3n minus 6, and therefore we know that number of atoms involved here are 4. 3 into 4 minus 6 is equal to 12 minus 6 is equal to how much is get? There is a 6. So 6 fundamental of mode of vibrations are present for ammonia molecules. I think with this let us stop today here. Remaining we will see in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.